Extra, extra, read all about it. A lot of things going on in the area here. My name is Drew, reporting live from the porch. Back at the studio is Rob. Say hi, Rob.
Hi.
We got a lot of breaking news, a lot of current events, a lot of spooky shit going on in the area, Rob, and we're very concerned about it. But first things first, we're going to be drinking a Pilsner from the great city of Milwaukee and the great state of Wisconsin. This is Dudes with Brews on the Porch.
Cue it.
You're about to hear the greatest show of your life.
Dude.
Dudes with brews on a porch with Rob and Drew.
Hello, Rob.
Hey, Drew.
Some things going on in the area that we're going to talk about.
Yep.
Some spook, not like spooky in a paranormal sense, but spooky in a parasitical.
I don't think it's a parasite. I think it's a virus.
Viral thing going on. But first, let's get to the good news.
Yeah, the original viral.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, this is going viral in the bad way. But first, let's talk about the beer we're drinking. We're drinking Sprecher Brewing Company from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, the Milwaukee Pils. As you guess, of course, it is a Pilsner. It is brewed with imported malt, soft water, and Saaz noble hops. This is a Bohemian-style Pilsner, the perfect beer. Enjoy the earthy, herbal, and spicy hops and balanced malt profile. The smooth mouthfeel at 5% ABV. It's refreshing, crisp, clean lager. It's a great go-to session beer at any time, bro. Any place. Whether you're not, when you're on quarantine, if you have one in the fridge, I'd recommend you drink it. If you're trying to fight off a fever and then the prescription does not call for cowbell, drink this beer maybe. Well, we don't know. 5%
Can't hurt.
Yeah, 5% of the ABVs. Rob, guess what?
We got IBUs?
38 on the IBU.
All right.
Sprecher, 7 it up.
At least one good thing's happening these days.
That's right. It looks like your average beer, honestly. It's got that light, golden, very refreshing looking. It's bubbling to the top.
That's what you expect out of a Milwaukee Pills.
Yeah, Milwaukee Pills. Not like the purple pills that Eminem raps about in D12. You know that song?
Nope.
I've been so many places. I've seen so many faces. But nothing
Is that the
compares
real-
to these green and yellow, blue and purple pills.
Never.
You never heard D12? That song's a good song.
All right, I'll check it out.
About doing pills, but I mean, I wouldn't encourage that.
Neither would I.
But let's try this, okay?
Yeah, let's do it.
Rob, this is just your all American classic beer right here.
Yeah.
There's nothing more, nothing less. It's got a good, kind of a little grainier taste to it, I guess you could say. You could taste that herbal side of things.
You got to talk to
It's good.
my buddy Jake's older brother. He would have gone down a whole rabbit hole with you after what you just said.
Yeah.
But I'm not well versed.
Well, just so you know, this is
I think I would be by now. I got to be on my 100th episode by now.
Yeah, you're pretty close. If not, yeah, if you haven't achieved it yet. This is Milwaukee landmark since 1985. Sprecher, we're talking about an iconic brick smokestack with the Sprecher logo tower in Walker's Point next to the original Sprecher site. The building housing Sprecher was demolished in 94, yet the smokestack remains. To this day, travelers passing on I-43 can't help notice the logo on the phone number, which is 414-262-BEER.
Does that still work?
I don't know. We should try
call it right now.
Nothing says welcome to Milwaukee better than a sign that and a taste of this classic Pilsner. You want to give it a shot?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. And then we'll get to...
It's an alcoholic
the breaking news.
helpline.
Wouldn't that be something? I don't know what this is going to do, but...
See if you guys can hear it.
The number or code you have dialed is incorrect.
Bullshit!
Check the number or code.
Okay. Well, maybe I
We should get that number for the podcast.
Maybe I mess it up. 414
You can look in your
262.
old call log and see. We don't have rotary phones anymore.
BER. 2 for 2?
The number or code you have dialed.
Yeah, it doesn't work. All right, Sprecher, way to lie to us. Thank you.
Well, they
very
didn't
much.
lie. They said it's visible. They didn't say it worked. Seems like somebody's.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Seems like they're missing out. Somebody's missing out. Somebody should get
They
that
probably
number.
used to have it.
Yeah, they definitely probably used to have it. Definitely, probably. I don't know why. I say that more often than I would like. Definitely,
You definitely-
probably. They definitely probably have had it.
Yep, correct. Rob, some interesting news today that hit the whatever.
The foot of the lake.
The foot of the lake, the bottom of the lake, however you want to phrase it. Coronavirus is large and in charge in the county which we reside in. There's 2 confirmed cases.
Yep.
One of
we're
which-
at your porch. I battled the elements to get here.
I went on a run today.
I risked life and limb to come today.
So as a result of this, Rob, I was thinking, because I do work close to the Milwaukee area as well, which there's been a good, I think, a handful of cases in that area.
Ground zero
So
for
it's here.
the
So I was
state.
thinking, a lot of these colleges, University of Milwaukee, I think Oshkosh, even they're closing.
Oh, what was that?
A burp. They're closing campuses. They're shutting them down. They're doing some extra cleaning. They're housing. The fuck. Did this freeze?
It's
No?
still recording.
All right,
though.
we're going.
Yeah.
Sorry
about that.
It's all right. They're freezing.
I mean, we
Not freezing, but-
they're doing the cleaning. Like that's what my dad had to go in and do extra like long hours where he works to sanitize everything, and then we put up new sanitize. When I say we, I mean my coworker put up new signs. Really, is all he had to put up. But
Yeah.
they're just signs that said
Wash your hands.
Use sanitizer when you enter the building, and they had us put them on the inside of the doors instead of the
All right.
outside. So and then no sanitizer there for them. Just a sign.
Well,
It's coming later.
okay. Well, that's good. So a lot of people are taking precautions, and I did something, Rob, that's kind of, I would say, out of character for myself. I was thinking, the schools called, and they had an automated thing going, hey, we're doing extra clean. And, sorry. And, if it were to get any worse or whatever, they're going to take the precautions. They're going to probably shut school down. And if it gets to the point where it's a longer kind of quarantine break, they'll kind of move to an online presence so they can still do that kind of stuff. And I was thinking, well, what if this whole city gets shut down, Rob? What do I do? So what did I do? I went to the grocery store and I did a little doomsday prepping, something that I normally wouldn't do. And I bought a good amount of frozen food, frozen meals. I bought a lot of soap because all the hand sanitizer is completely gone. You can't find it anywhere.
I heard there were some price hikes. Some big.
I bet you there are.
So, I think a couple, at least one company got
Supply and demand.
fined for price gouging.
Good.
On sanitizer.
They deserve
Yeah.
that.
Absolutely.
Because that's a dick thing to do. It's just important to wash your hands. And this reminds me of kind of the last, from what I can remember, I don't know if it was declared a pandemic like this one is, but the H1N1, also known as swine flu, if you recall, probably
That one was a while ago.
This was a while ago. Probably like a good solid, probably almost 10 years ago now, huh?
Yeah, Ebola was the last big one that I remember
Oh,
being.
Ebola, yeah.
But that was only big in certain areas.
So H1N1, I got that, Rob. I was diagnosed with H1N1. I had it, and it was, they're not the same illnesses. They have similar symptoms and stuff like that. But when I had H1N1, the same thing. A lot of people were like, the elderly and younger kids are dying. You gotta be careful with it. I got it. And I was cooped up in my house for about a week, or not my house, but my apartment for about a week. I couldn't go anywhere. was quarantined, so I played video games. I could still eat whatever I wanted, which was kind of enjoyable. And then I would get the shittiest part was like you get like body aches, you have a fever, and then at night I'd be shivering but sweating.
Yeah.
I would just get cold sweats, and it was fucking horrible, dude. Like that part sucked. And then I played Metal Gear Solid 4 for over 3 hours. At one point, I probably played for like 5 or 6, and then the loading screen at one point said, "You've been playing for over 3 hours. You should consider taking a break."
Nice.
And I thought it was
They
funny.
don't do that on a lot of.
No. I thought it was pretty funny.
Yeah.
Metal Gear has a lot of like good inside jokes and funny things. That
I started playing Metal Gear
so
Solid
fucking fun,
5.
man. Oh yeah, I started playing it, but I never beat it. But I played all the other ones, man. I love.
Why don't
I
we
love
talk about gaming more?
We can, man. I got Metal Gear 1. I still have it on PlayStation 1. I have the 2 discs, and it's so fucking fun. And you can play through like a couple times because there's one point in the game where you're getting tortured, and you have one of 2 options. You fight through the torture by pressing circle a million fucking times at a million miles a minute, and if you get through all the rounds of torture, once you beat the game, you get I believe you get a bandana from Meryl is her name. And the bandana, when you play it the next time around, gives you unlimited ammo.
Nice.
And then the better option, I think, is just to succumb to the torture and say, fuck Meryl, kill the bitch. Because at the end of that, would you save you're with Otacon, and he gives you an invisibility cloak that you get to use in the next time you play it.
Yeah.
Which is fucking awesome. So and at one point, I did to the point where I had both
Yeah.
because I'm a badass.
Sounds like it.
Fuck yeah, dog.
So no one could see your bandana.
Right. But the devices don't use when you're doing boss matches. But still, it's a lot of fun just to play through like that.
I didn't realize that they were doing that kind of stuff back in. I didn't play on PlayStation 1 or Xbox original or.
I think it was just
that was in my gaming hiatus chunk of my life.
Well, the game developers there was Japanese developers, and they just had a lot of cool stuff. And then when you play Metal Gear 4, Guns of the Patriot, there's a part where you go back to the original.
I don't think you always have to keep clicking it, do you?
I'm just doing it. You get to go back to like the original landscape of the first one.
Yep.
And they even cut to like what the graphics looked like, and you play. Like,
that's cool.
And then you fight a boss that's the same, and then so in the first in Metal Gear Solid 1, you go against Psycho Mantis, I think his name is. He's psychic, so he knows what. Yeah, I hear him. But you're fighting him, and he can predict your every move. And the way to avoid it was to you had to unplug the player 1 thing and put it into the player 2 slot.
I heard about that. Okay.
So on this one and on the PlayStation 3 in the 4th game or whatever, you fight them again. Then you have the ability on PlayStation 3. I don't really know if you do on 4 to change your wireless controller to being 1 to 2.
Yeah.
So I did that. And then like the screen comes up and they're just like, we're beyond this. Like you don't get off that easy this time.
Oh, nice.
Or something. It's pretty funny and
That's
pretty unique. But yeah, that's what I did when I had H1N1. That's the only reason I beat that game.
Yep.
I beat it at 3:00 in the morning, and then there's an 1.5 hour long cutscene at the end. It's like a fucking movie.
Yeah. I've played games that have that. I don't know how I feel about it. It depends on how invested I guess I got in the game.
So what I'm saying is, Rob, if I get coronavirus, I'll be able to beat Fallout 4 and maybe Borderlands 3.
Those are your go-tos? What about God of War?
I've never beaten that. I have to restart all these games, Rob. Restart them because I don't know what's going on and what I'm doing.
Trying to get Ryan and Trevor together to play some Division 2.
I tried calling Ryan not that long ago.
I talked to him a little bit.
Answer.
He's gonna have some time coming up because his his girlfriend is girlfriend.
Yeah.
It's not beyond that yet.
Not to my knowledge.
Okay, then you would know. Girlfriend. His.
I would know. I think you would know before me.
Yeah, but I have a bad memory apparently because for some reason I want to say.
I hope she doesn't listen to this. I think it was.
I don't think it matters. I'm getting it right. I'm getting it all mixed up. It doesn't matter. His girlfriend, and if it's anything else, I apologize. And if this is in the future and you're beyond that, I apologize.
Congratulations.
Yeah, congrats. But she's going to be going to see her parents in California for like a week. So he has a week where he will not have to. I don't know. Have to is the wrong word. He just said he'll have
some free time. Is what you're trying to say.
Yeah, he just said he'll have free time.
Yeah. All right. Fair enough. Have you ever gotten like a real bad illness?
Pneumonia.
Like you get pneumonia. Huh?
I get pneumonia like every year, but I haven't really gotten it for like the last couple of years.
So then you don't get it every year.
But I did up until.
I have some. Carissa walked through the door. Were you? So I thought you were gonna be working later. I ate all the food.
What do you mean?
It's gone.
What do you mean it's gone?
There isn't any left.
Oh,
I ate it.
you ate an entire half.
It wasn't half of a ham. I gave some to the kid too, but it's gone. Yes. I thought you were working later. I am sorry that I didn't save you any.
You know this is my first night home.
Oh God.
At
Here
a
it is.
reasonable time this week, right?
What's that?
I said, you know this is
I
my
guarantee
first
you that
time
got picked up.
home at a reasonable time this week.
You usually work till like 9 o'clock on Wednesdays.
No, Wednesdays I always work until 7.
I could have sworn it was later.
It's always been 7.
Well,
Gonna be a great husband.
the food you made was great.
Well, good. So what are you going to make me now?
I bought frozen a lot of.
Oh,
No.
wrong
No.
choice of words.
I even talked to my dad on the way home and I was like, I've got ham in the crock pot.
You don't.
I'm excited to try it, but
It was great.
well, good. I'm glad
I ate none. Don't
you
look at me.
enjoyed
I had none of
I
it.
wouldn't be
Rob finished it. He ate the rest of it.
I wouldn't be mad.
Liar.
If you ate some.
It was an accident. I doomsday prepped a little bit.
It was an accident that I ate the ham.
Phil's got to go outside.
I let him out.
Now he's super whiny.
Bill.
So yeah.
But yeah,
Okay.
so I know like when I was a kid, before I remember, I got pneumonia and was in the hospital for a while, like as a child, like as a baby, and
Okay.
then the worst time. I actually did get bronchitis once, where I thought I was like I couldn't. I quarantined myself to my upstairs because every time I walked up the stairs, I felt like I was going to suffocate to death,
No, yeah.
and I slept sitting up in a recliner until I finally broke down and went to the doctor.
The only thing I'll say about this coronavirus, Rob, is if I'm supposed to see Bumpin' Mics with David Tell and Jeff Ross on Friday. If that gets canceled, I'm
That's
going to be
canceled already.
It's not canceled.
It's going to be
I
canceled.
checked. Shut up. Do not say that. I checked it.
I knocked for you.
I checked it, and we're good. But if it gets
Is
canceled,
it in Milwaukee?
yeah. If it gets canceled, I'm murdering somebody.
All right.
Just so you know,
What night is that?
Friday.
All right. Well, I'm busy Friday.
I just hope it doesn't get canceled because that's gonna really fucking suck.
Can I take Phil overnight on Friday? Actually, that might be a good idea.
You want Phil overnight Friday? You can have him.
If it gets canceled, I do. I just want to get him away from here. Take him to a safe place.
He is in a safe place.
I'm giving you shit, man.
I have a lot of things going on in April that I'm concerned about too. They're all happening in the Milwaukee area. So hopefully this doesn't impact me personally, because if it impacts,
Do you think it's going to go that
if
long?
it's an inconvenience for other people, I don't care because it ultimately doesn't impact myself. I'm just kidding.
What the hell am I going to eat for dinner now?
My God, now I'm getting nagged about what she's going to eat for dinner, I say her food is good. I do all these other things. I eat the ham one time, Rob, and I'm the asshole. Because I forgot that she worked till 7. I thought she worked till 9. There's some grapes in the fridge. That's healthy. Some yogurt. You can have an Uncrustable. Those are delish.
I think you should go get something just that he really likes, just for yourself though.
Whatever.
See, he acts like it doesn't bother him, but deep down, he reaches for his wallet to pay for it. That's his guilt. That's his guilt trying to buy your forgiveness.
I've bought her forgiveness. You can look at her left ring finger.
You cannot use that forever.
I can use it as long. So
I haven't heard it.
How much was the ham? How much did that ham cost?
No, stop.
How much was it?
You got like another 6 months, and then you can't use it.
There is no way in 6 months, in the next 6 months, that you will even have spent the amount that I spent on that rock. You can barely lift your hand up. It's so heavy.
I think I paid for Book of Mormon tickets. I paid for Bert.
For my birthday.
Paid for Bert.
For something. For Bert.
No reason. I just bought them for you because I knew you wanted to go.
What does this
Because
show
I think
become?
of you. I think of you.
Listeners.
And I put you first.
I identify with you now.
All right. Well, I mean, we can go. We could,
Hey, I want to go see a hypnotist.
I
so
could
that
go-
better not get.
I could
canceled.
go, Rob, with this, she's listing all these things that she's gotten for me, and which I've shown appreciation for, and we could go down the road of people who,
I feel like you started this journey.
we could go down the road of what I pay for. I could just be like, I pay majority of the mortgage. I pay all the bills. I do this, but I'm above that, Rob, and I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to remind her
That's good of
the
you. to
amount
not-
of money that I pay, and yet I don't seem to get reimbursed. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to publicly humiliate her on an internet forum. On an internet
You did laundry. I'm just saying.
laundry. Give me a break. When's the last time she scrubbed the toilet, Rob?
John, what are you up to out there?
Our friend John. He has a. I wonder if Chrono's over there. He's in Finland.
They're above it
Yeah, probably.
in every sense of the word.
Yeah. So, I mean, things are going on. We'll keep you updated, as will the world.
Yeah.
I mean,
Do you think it'll still be going, like being a big deal still?
in a month?
Yeah.
I hope not. How long was H1N1?
Couldn't tell you. I know Ebola was a while, but that was also not like
Ebola's pretty intense, though, isn't it?
It is, and it was like, but I don't feel like that like was super worldwide.
No, it was just a couple cases, wasn't it?
Well, no, not in Africa. In Africa, it was like a big deal. There were three. It's a great song.
Sorry.
Little Toto.
Yeah.
But yeah, like there were 3 countries that really got it bad, and then like some cases got. I feel like some people flew into into Houston or something.
Yeah.
I
thought it was in
feel
Florida,
like.
wasn't it? Or no, it might have been Texas.
But either way, like it didn't. Because like in order to transmit it, I feel like it really came from people that passed away.
Yeah.
This is not like that. Like you can transmit it while walking around.
Yeah.
So it's gonna go further, faster. But I don't.
Are you paranoid about it? Are you washing your hands more? Are you sanitizing more?
No,
I have been. Since it's like weird. Like as soon as I saw like the news story that it was in our county, I was like, fuck, I gotta wash my hands. Not like that really matters.
honestly, I wash my hands quite a bit to begin with,
I don't get sick that much.
and I haven't been sick for a while. Honestly, since I quit putting horrible things into my body by
Yeah,
choice,
that's great.
I stopped getting sick through other way.
Yeah, I the last time I was like sick that I vomited from
illness.
illness, not the bottle flu, but was Walleye weekend last year, Rob. I ate some cheese curds, delicious cheese curds, but that night I woke up.
How do you know it's the cheese curds?
That was just the last thing I ate, and it was, I mean, when I puked, it was predominantly. It could have been something else, but
I don't think that the health standards
But
at
I didn't-
the Walleye weekend are the highest. but
no, I didn't drink though at all or anything. I just threw up because it was horrible. I felt great afterwards. So
Yeah, those are the good kind of throw ups, though, like where it actually like it eases your woes.
yeah, I like those. Let's shift gears a little bit. So we've been talking about illnesses for a while now. You let me do something that we've been talking about doing. That you finally let me do. So let me read out loud your
My new bio.
Your new bio.
Facebook Robert's got a new bio.
Facebook Robert has you had a bio. I read it and it was great.
Bad.
Nope, it was great, Rob.
Sure was.
The space allows you for 500 characters, and you utilize 499 of those characters.
I'm hard to summarize, man.
And then when I deleted it, it goes, describe yourself in 3 sentences, 3 words, or 3 emojis.
I had a good sentence going. You ever get that where
You
the
had
sentence just goes on and
You
on?
had 3 paragraphs. I just thought
It was
fun.
3 little paragraphs.
I just thought it was funny. And
An enter is a space too. That's a character.
okay, well, whatever you need to say.
So really, it was like
300.
395.
That's quite a bit.
I got to remember how to get.
So you were gracious enough to let me change your profile, and since we have a lady in our presence,
This just means that the first person that when I'm gonna go on a date with somebody, and then they're gonna be like, "Well, you don't seem like the guy that wrote this," and I'll be like, "That's my buddy Drew. You got to meet him."
Okay, so
Did my phone just say that?
yeah, it said something. So this is what we got. So Robert, 32 years old. First sentence, opening. Picture this: you're on your Facebook dating app. You're looking for love.
You want this mic?
You're looking for love, and you're like, I'm gonna go hunting on Facebook. I've tried Tinder, I've tried Bumble, I've tried them all, and I don't like them. Let's go a Facebook route. And then you type in your things, and you come across this profile. Now I want you to tell me what you think of it. First sentence: I've never saved a cat from a burning tree, but I would. Mornings consist of coffee with some cream and sugar. I said sugar, but you were thinking sugar. I enjoy a good comedy, but when in doubt, I turn on The Aviator. Something about Leo just gets me. Leonardo DiCaprio. My mom thinks I'm funny. I co-host a podcast and I've got nothing to hide. Would love to learn about others over coffee. How's that? This is a great one.
It sounds like you.
Well,
My guess is you're gonna marry this person.
it's all right. So,
I thought it said 3 sentences.
well, it's neither here nor there.
See, you fall into the same pitfall I did.
But
I mean, all of those things are great.
let's look at some other stuff. Your favorite book is House of Leaves. All right.
Also, I'm not a cat person. I'm a dog person.
But you would
So-
save a cat from a burning tree, wouldn't
But-
you? If
but
it
does
looked at
that-
you and was like, meow.
All right, Carissa, does that statement not say cat person though?
No, to
It
me
shows
that
you're
doesn't.
nice. That you're kind. That
Okay.
you're gentle.
But it seems more like a joke. So I wouldn't take that sentence seriously if I read.
You're heroic, is what it's saying, Rob.
I would say, oh, this guy's funny.
This
That's
guy's
what
funny.
I would.
And if I happen to wander across a burning tree with a cat, I know he'll save it.
I mean, I guess.
How many times have you come across a burning tree with a cat in it? Not
0.
often. So they can't call you out on the bullshit because it never happens. So you're okay there. Your personal hero, Dan Harmon. That's fine. The TV show I'm hooked on is BoJack Horseman and Ancient Aliens. That's very different. One thing I want to do that I've never done before is travel overseas. Ticket prices are super low due to coronavirus, so let's go. And my favorite topic of conversation is mythology. What the fuck? Like Greek mythology? What mythology? You want to talk about Bigfoot? You want to talk about okay. Something that makes me laugh is anything meta. So I want to tell you the most meta thing I've ever tweeted once, and I said that
I'm just gonna say this makes me very uncomfortable what we're doing right now.
I can stop.
Why?
I'm sorry.
Why does this make you uncomfortable?
It just does. I just it's more uncomfortable for me to have Drew reading this. I feel I'm being judged right now.
No, I'm not. I'm sorry.
That's just what I feel like.
I don't want to. Well, you want to stop?
No,
I can stop.
I'll feel judged for the podcast.
Anything meta. One time I made a tweet and I said the most meta thing you can do is throw away a garbage can. Right? I feel like that's pretty meta.
Oh my god.
It is.
Yeah.
I've done that. I've thrown away a garbage can. So it's
Yeah.
The last song I sang out loud was Fuck Her Gently by Tenacious D. Oh, that's a good song. I like it.
Great song.
No, it says
I was gonna say that's not what it says.
Even if you're a cook, and that's accurate.
You can't. Sorry.
Yeah,
you can
yeah.
have your mic back.
Okay. I'm trying to talk at his mic, but it's not an
It's not that kind of mic.
No, the last song I sing out loud and still sing out loud probably once a day up until this point is "You Can't Keep a Good Man Down, Chip, Even If You're a Cup."
I don't even. What is that?
It's
It says it's from the Patriot.
What's the Patriot?
It's Patriot is a show on Amazon. That's great, and everybody should watch it.
Okay.
It's hilarious.
Yeah, I think so too. So
You don't know.
Oh,
Don't act like you know.
Wait, that lady liked you?
I think so.
Okay.
I think she might have opened. I don't know if she said something to me or something.
Yeah. Why is she there?
So you,
Why is she, I don't understand.
I don't like this layout with the.
I don't
apps.
like it either. I don't.
Confusing.
I don't know. Yeah. Okay. So
That's the caliber that. What can I say?
yeah, I don't know.
Hopefully,
I
your
just like to
awesome
give-
bio
you
will
know,
get me some.
We were ridiculed that we kind of ridiculed ourselves and said we never follow up on things. So this is something that I like to follow up on. And then
You're just liking and unliking people for me.
So,
now, right?
no, a thing I want to follow up on it was the coffee talk that we did. So the day after that, I had a coffee, Rob.
Okay.
And I've had coffee consistently since. But the days that I haven't had coffee, and I haven't had the panic attacks. I haven't. I think I've turned over a new leaf. I've taken a new approach on life, and on that, when it comes to my professional life and stuff like that, it doesn't fucking matter. Because if something happens, I'll just, I'll find something else. I'll make it work. I've always made it work my whole life. I've overcome a lot of obstacles, and I think I am confident enough and I'm smart enough to know I'll figure.
We all knew this about you.
I'll figure it out. So you know what? Why am I getting stressed every fucking day? It doesn't fucking matter. What I
right.
do is ultimately meaningless in the meaning of the world and the meaning of
You
the
talking
universe.
about not being stressed sounds like it's stressing you out a little bit.
No, I'm good. I feel great. Man, I feel great. Ugh.
The anxiety of you using this dating app in my name right now. Because I can see that you're doing stuff. And I don't know what it is.
Oh my God.
What? You know her?
Yes. That's the bitch that lives upstairs, dog.
What?
Oh my God.
Really?
We're liking her.
No.
You're going to be. Oh boy.
I know what my opening line is.
I think so. Oh, no. Okay. Sorry. I got a little excited. Because that's, she brought me so much torture.
Yeah. Go back and listen,
so
anybody.
much displeasure. Oh, look at this.
I can't see. You're not showing me.
You keep moving.
I've got a
Get
sweet
rid.
spot for coffee, peace, dirty hands, and chivalry. Articulate conversations with thought-provoking depth are a sure way to grasp my attention. Classy, educated, yet sprinkled with a dash of ghetto pixie dust.
Ghetto pixie dust?
Yes.
Ghetto pixie dust. Well, she also wrote like a story. You're liking her.
Yeah, I like.
We got a lady on the side too. She's she's sunburned. She needs some
Oh my
help.
gosh.
All right.
I can't see what they're doing,
Read the
so.
bio. You're not even reading.
What do you mean?
You are just clicking no before you even read anything. You stop doing that. Okay, that one deserves it. But
I'm not a part of this.
is her face even in that picture?
No.
See, that's an instant no for me.
Yeah.
You got something to hide.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, that's not even what it is. It's just more like that's not what I'm looking. I'm not like
I want to change.
what
I
you
wanna
just said is
change-
not accurate for
I
what.
want to change the scope of this podcast, and it's going to be called Rob Finds Love.
No, I quit.
And we're gonna find you some love, dude.
What?
This person's nice. If you're, if you game, you're lucky. I own both PS4 and the crap box.
I'm an Xbox person, and so that's going to be contentious right there.
Bernie, so.
And she likes Bernie Sanders. You like Bernie Sanders?
Politics in your bio?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. That's a dangerous thing. Oh, this. All right. I just really like doing this, Rob.
I can tell.
There's something like I get
You're
to let
just
my
judging.
my
It's like,
shallow
yeah.
my shallow side out. And
You're just doing it in my name, so it's cool.
yeah. I'm just liking occasionally.
And the thing is,
What are you doing?
I'm hitting X or heart. I'm trying to find Rob
Can I
Love.
do this,
That's the new scope.
can we stop?
Oh yeah,
All
we
right.
can stop. I'm sorry. Here's your phone. Things have gotten off the rails here, off the tracks.
Oh, you can comment on photos on here. I just accidentally clicked open a new page I never knew existed. Well, because I told you when I was going through and actually trying, because you told me to try, so I decided to try.
Yeah.
I read bios and picked based on
Yeah.
similarities in or things I liked in the bio.
Okay.
Clearly, that's not what you were just doing.
Sure it was. I'm a fast reader, Rob.
Okay.
I read that thing in a jiffy. In a jiff. Jip.
I am wearing a tracksuit. Is that ghetto sprinkles?
I don't know what that consists of. Ghetto pixie sprinkles? What do you think that could be
ghetto-
in?
Yeah, I don't
Pixie
know.
dust.
Don't know what that is.
Is that like PCP?
It could be in some
It used
some
to be called
circles.
angel dust. Now it's ghetto pixie dust. All right. Well,
I don't roll with that anymore.
there you have it. An update on Rob's love life. Here's
Yep.
another. This episode's all about the updates.
I listened to a few episodes back, and I wish I could remember I had notes about things that we needed to update on.
The coffee thing was one.
This is from a ways back. though.
So last week we talked about the Men in Black,
Yep.
and weird shit has happened. since.
Seriously?
Yeah. So the next day, because I don't know if we talked about it on the podcast, but we talked about how birds aren't real.
No.
So a couple of weeks ago, I came across a Facebook page, and it's funny. It's called "Birds Aren't Real," and it's part of this conspiracy that birds are really just drones.
Well, tying into the mythology conversation, the Nordic mythology would say that I believe Odin has two ravens that scout for him thought and memory.
Right. And this is kind of following that, I guess. That all birds are drones that the government uses to keep an eye on everybody. So they have funny t-shirts.
All the way back to the 1500s or since the beginning of written language.
Birds aren't real. That's what they say. So
like a
whatever.
mud flood.
They have funny shirts. They have funny shirts. And whatever. So the next day after we talk about the Men in Black, Rob, I'm driving home from work. I kid you not. So I'm turning left onto like a frontage road to get to the highway.
Yep.
And there are literally at least 400 to 500 birds flying across back and forth from the roads, like little like sparrows.
Yep.
There's a ton of them. It was like watching the birds, the movie. It's insane. I was like, holy shit. Like it literally just filled the air. And it was like, from the road probably to about like 20 feet up. Just birds.
Awesome.
It's crazy, huh? It was insane. Whatever, nothing. I think about that page. I was like, oh man, birds aren't real. And then, I thought it was kind of funny. Yeah, she pointed it out. Whatever. And then we went to the Milwaukee Zoo on Saturday for free day. We got there early enough to where it wasn't a huge mistake because when we were leaving, a ton of people were coming and a huge brawl happened
Between birds?
Yeah, between birds. But on our way back, Rob, I see a giant black coach bus.
Yeah.
All right, giant. It's huge. A big black coach bus. I'm driving, and I pass it. I look in the rear view mirror, and what do I see? I see a man in a black suit with a black tie wearing a funky hat.
Yeah.
The man in black, dude. They're off to get us. He was probably shuttling all the other men in black.
I was thinking maybe he was
across
going to
the state.
maybe he was going to a convention.
Yeah. So
They take a black bus. Never thought about that.
well, you said they had to switch.
Well, yeah,
From-
I guess maybe they switched again to a huge black bus.
So weird shit's happening, Rob.
Was the guy you saw standing in the bus, sitting in the bus? Was he driving the bus?
He was driving the bus.
That's not what a bus driver wears. I'll give
Right.
you that. That's a little odd.
It was legit a suit, black suit, black tie, funky hat. Like they said, Rob
You're supposed to confront him.
had black. Well, I mean, we were going like 80.
Yeah, you pull over and you sideswipe that
You
bitch.
just cut them off and pull them out. I mean, if I get bombarded with 40 other men in black, I'm outnumbered, Rob. There's not
Remember
much
what
I
we
can
said?
do
Men
about
in
it.
Black are pussies. They're all talking,
That
no
is-
show.
That's true. That's true.
You had a chance to prove our
Yeah.
point.
Sorry I disappointed you.
But
I promise to do better.
next time you see, I'll keep my eyes open. I'm pretty unobservant when it comes to who's behind me and whatnot. But
Yeah.
the bird thing, I would love to see that.
It was
I would
crazy.
probably just watch it for a while.
You know, and I was like, it sucks because I was, I'm at a busy like intersection and stuff, and I didn't have the time to like get my phone out and record it. It was intense.
No, I there was one time like I used to walk over by 9th Street when we lived over there.
Yeah.
And I took some video. There was like this down by on 12th Street. There's a bridge that goes over the river there, and like it's like it's a good 25 feet over the river, or 20 feet over the river, and looking down at like all I could see was ducks, like on the banks in the river, like more ducks than I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
Combined, probably. It was
Look at
insane.
all those chickens.
And I just sat there for like probably an hour and just watched these ducks walk around in circles. It
Did you
was.
start feeding it bread?
I didn't even have to.
Did you name any of them?
No, I wish.
Oh, Lawrence.
I'll never forget those ducks.
How was your day, Frank?
If I name one, I got to name them all. You know,
Can you think of 500 names?
probably not.
Oh, Harold. Tell me about your life today as a mallard. Today, we learned about the coronavirus. You think you can get that, Howard? Howard the Duck, named after the character from the comic books. I know you, Susie. You like the wheat bread over the white. Here's your wheat. Here's your wheat bread.
I think so.
It doesn't matter what I sound like. It's just as long as I'm old.
As long as I'm old and apparently Irish for a second.
That's for Lucky. I talked to him. Lucky Charms. Yeah.
I wish you were there with me when it happened.
Sounds
Birds are crazy, man.
Sounds magic. But are they real, Rob?
I think they're real, personally. That's a personal belief I have. I don't claim to know anything, but I believe that birds are real. I
Yeah.
want to believe birds are real.
I like to believe that they're not real.
Yeah.
I like that narrative. I like that.
I might have to start
theory.
thinking in those terms when I see birds.
So when you hit a bird in it with your car, you're like, damn right. I'm sticking it to the man. I'm killing all these birds.
suck on that, G-man.
Yeah. You think you can follow me, Trump? Think again. Or whoever happens to be in office.
This is a Facebook. I just want to go on there and just like write one post and go, who analyzes the footage
Yeah, that's a good question.
from 20 million birds cameras feeds?
Somebody.
Like,
Somebody's got to know.
I just want to hear what somebody who truly legitimately believes in this theory would say to that question.
I think some people really do believe it's real, that birds aren't real.
Well, there's that mud flood theory that we keep on
Yeah.
I would like to get to, but we just
Yeah.
haven't yet.
There's a lot.
That's literally the theory that the reason that there's windows that are half covered with mud in your house is that all houses were built with the basement at ground level, but then a huge mud flood came and flooded in. Yeah,
Maybe.
yeah, you know, what are you gonna? Can't dispute it.
I guess
Oh wait,
not.
I guess science does, but
Hey, you know,
I don't claim to know a lot about mud floods.
Science points
know
to
it's funny.
global warming, but a lot of people dispute that.
True.
So you never know. Mud floods.
There's no evidence.
Yeah, there's no evidence that birds.
There's at least mud up down there.
There's no evidence that birds are real.
Yeah. Yep.
So when we eat chicken, what are we really eating?
That I don't.
Drones? Why is he whining?
I don't want to even get into that. Open the can of worms. That.
I think we're really getting into a lot of things now. Where I need to push. We need to push hard so the Men in Black show up at our doorstep.
Yes, you think the bird theory is the thing that's going to get it done?
I'm gonna start capturing every single bird in this goddamn town, and I'm gonna inspect
And
it.
somebody's going to show up, and you're going to go, it's the Men in Black. And it's like, dude, that's the Humane Society.
You're in a lot of trouble. You're in a lot of trouble,
You're
mister.
pussies, Men in Black. You can't do nothing.
These birds aren't real. That's how it's gonna go.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
So I guess if you have pet birds, you're a real sucker.
Yeah, right? You pay to feed the cameras.
I did watch chickens get peck out of the eggs once though.
Yeah.
So is that
It's just an elaborate hoax. I mean, think about it. What came first, the chicken or the egg? You don't know. That means they can't be real.
so are they born with just drone capabilities? There's just another new all of a sudden a little new screen shows up on the big feed.
I don't know. I just watched an episode of Star Trek The Next Generation
Why?
because it's a great show that I couldn't appreciate as a child.
Did you see any birds in it?
There were no birds.
See? Because they're gone. Because they're all in space.
But the episode I just watched was the one where they were trying to figure out if Data was human or not.
You're acting like I know what you're talking about. You know the classic. Is that Data human or what?
Data is
The next gen. What do you? I have no fucking idea what. Who the fuck is Data?
Data's an. He's a robot. He's an animatronic. What's it
And they
called?
couldn't tell.
What's
they
the-
couldn't tell. With
No,
their,
they can tell.
their
But
advanced technology?
He's super. He's like the most advanced.
Is it like Johnny Five, where he claims to be human.
What are they called? A an
know.
android. He's an android.
Okay, you know.
And he's more advanced than any robotics that have been made.
Sure.
And so they had to have a debate over whether or not he was human or not human, but living thing or not.
did you ever watch? You watched Short Circuit?
Oh yeah.
That's the same thing. He claims he's real. He claims he have consciousness, and turns out he does. And then in the second one, is it the first one?
It's kind of how I went with Data too.
He gets shot, and he just leaks oil, but then it's equivalent to blood. Like, give me a break.
It's because we are just machines. We run on electricity just like machines do.
Birds aren't real.
I guess not.
All right.
You've convinced me.
That solves it. Coronavirus is hot. Your profile is hot. What else are we talking about?
The ham is gone and birds aren't real.
The ham is gone. Birds aren't real. But what is real is this delicious, tastefully classic Milwaukee Pills.
Yeah, it creates great conversation.
From
I say drink it.
from Sprecher Brewing. Don't call the phone number because it doesn't exist. But yeah, I say drink as well. I enjoy
The
it.
phone number that they have on a building and put on the can doesn't.
Life. And
I always will, no matter how anxiety stricken I get about it.
Just life. And
I always will, no matter how anxiety stricken I get about it.
Just life. And
I always will, no matter how anxiety stricken I get about it.
Just yeah. I don't know.
Now I just have to hope I never find a cat in a burning tree.
Yeah, you're gonna really get put on the spot
Yep.
in that opportunity. So, all right. Well, Godspeed.
Pew pew audio. Goodbye, everyone.